Most people don't think twice about where their security footage actually goes, until the moment they desperately need to find a specific clip. That is where this little box comes in. It is the Axis S3008 MKII, and honestly, it feels like one of those pieces of gear that just wants to sit in a corner and do its job without making a fuss. It is a compact recorder, and when you pick it up, it has a surprising amount of heft to it. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic. It feels like something built to run 24/7 without complaining. The 4 terabytes of storage tucked inside is a solid sweet spot for a small to medium setup. It is enough to keep a decent history of high-definition footage without needing to constantly purge files every few days. What stands out is how it handles the heavy lifting of data management. You aren't just plugging in a drive and hoping for the best. The software integration here is where the real value lies. It talks to cameras with such ease that it almost feels like cheating. You get that smooth, seamless connection that makes setting up a surveillance network feel less like a technical nightmare and more like a weekend project. Now here is the thing about this device. It is clearly designed for people who value stability over flashy features. You won't find a bunch of unnecessary bells and whistles here. It is focused entirely on keeping that stream recording reliably. One thing that caught my attention is how quiet it stays even when it is under a full load. You might expect a bit of fan noise or a hum, but it is remarkably stealthy. That said, it is not perfect. If you are someone who likes to tinker with every single setting or expects a consumer-grade interface that looks like a smartphone app, you might find the learning curve a bit steeper than expected. It is professional-grade equipment, and it expects you to treat it that way. It would have been nice if the initial setup process was just a hair more intuitive for the average user, but once you get past that first hurdle, it just works. It is the kind of hardware that disappears into the background of your life, which is exactly what you want from a security recorder. If you are looking for something that prioritizes uptime and data integrity over everything else, this is a very strong contender. It is not the cheapest option on the shelf, but for the peace of mind it provides, it is hard to argue with the results. It is a solid, no-nonsense piece of engineering that does exactly what it says on the box.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.